SA Sports Show, time to talk about the Simpson Cup, and we led into it last week by saying this has probably been the best round ever in the Simpson Cup with the pressure it was on.
It was like the last round in the round on the weekend in the AFL.
There was a couple of rippers in that. All right, okay.
All the top teams.
Let's find out about it. Gary Thompson joins us, mate. Thanks for your time. Let's talk about your cup, Glenelg, mate. We did talk about the pressure coming down to the final putt.
The final putt. Well, I wouldn't, I won't say we were lucky to win in a really close game, but because three of our guys really stood up and played some fantastic golf in the back nine to turn deficits around into victories or squares. But Southern were desperately unlucky to lose, and also not only lose, they get relegated. And it all came down to Phil Chapman had a 12-foot putt at the last. If he makes the putt, it's 3.5 each. They don't get relegated, and we go into would have been a count back to see who gets the semi-final. So, over eight rounds of golf, and you come down to the very last putt to decide the semi-final. So and the relegation.
Amazing.
So
can't get any better, can it?
Well, it can't really.
They were really unlucky.
Because we said last week, because Glenelg were the favourites to get that fourth spot because they were playing Southern, who were sitting bottom of the ladder. But as we know, you're not playing. Glenelg are not playing at home; they're playing at Royal Adelaide, so it's a different game of golf. Yep. So the bottom team can easily sneak up,
which they nearly did.
So the Vines, who were sitting in that bunch and playing Tea Tree Gully, it was a great round. It was just a fantastic
the Vines lost 4-3 to Tea Tree Gully, so that could have turned as well.
That's right.
The major surprise, I'd say, was Kooyonga. Well, I've always said they're favourite all the way through, but to beat Grange 6-1, and they were playing for top spot. That was a serious result for them, and their last two wins have been 6-1, 6-1, and that doesn't happen often. So they're really flexing their muscles, and we've got them this week. I'll continue to say they're favourite, Kooyonga. I think they'll win the overall thing, but we're going to go in and we've got nothing to lose. They're favourite. We've just got to go win 4 games somehow, and we've got a side good enough to do it. But as I say, their depth is probably a little stronger than ours, but sillier things have happened.
And we're back at Royal Adelaide, aren't we?
No, Grange.
Oh, beg your pardon.
Grange this week, and the following week, the finals are back at Royal Adelaide.
Yeah, so you play Kooyonga at Grange.
At Grange.
Good time to get them.
Oh, absolutely.
Great time to get them.
I'd rather have them at Grange than Kooyonga.
Yeah.
And Royal Adelaide have to go and play Grange in the other semi-final at Grange.
At Grange.
So, it makes it...
I love it.
It's just been a traffic jam up the top the whole way through the year. Yeah. Luckily sorted itself out for us, but we'll see how we go.
Gary, can you give the viewers an idea of the 4 players they're going to play for you on the weekend? What would their lead-up be? Like, how will they get a chance to hit a couple of rounds up there? Will they practice it?
Our guys, we get the opportunity to have a game Friday afternoon at Grange. Most of our guys will take that up. Certainly, 4 or 5 of them will. A couple of them can't get off work, but they'll be there. I'd say the Kooyonga boys will be there through the week at some stage as well. Most of the guys that are playing now all played in the Varden events, and they've played Grange quite regularly. Yeah. But it's still nice to go there the weekend before it and just get a hit out and familiarise yourself a little bit with what's happening. So certainly the greens, the pace of the greens and things like that.
If they go Friday for a hit, what about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? I understand they're working, they've got other commitments. What's the build-up?
They'll be... we have a practice session from 4:30 every Thursday afternoon. Yep. A lot of our guys will play Wednesday. Yep. A couple of them in the golf industry, and they seem to find time to have a couple of games through the week. Even some guys in the banking industry seem to flex off somehow and get a couple of rounds in. So there's not many days. I would say 5 days of the week they'll hit golf balls. When you get to that level, to keep it, you virtually have to, even if it's a half an hour. You just got to do something, a bit of chipping and putting just to keep your touch, and but but we know the opposition are all doing the same thing. Yeah, so
Okay.
Because you're about to play someone who would be practicing. Yeah, that's the thing. You cannot take your foot off the pedal
that's right.
Because
Exactly.
the opposition will be practicing. You can bet on it. They'll be red hot out there.
Yeah, they will be.
So it's a great, you know, the Simpson Cup's a great thing. And I think this year has proved it. It's come down to a 12-foot putt on the last to see whether you get in and the other one
gets
stay
relegated.
up. You know,
it has been a great year. As I've said all along that I think it's the closest year that I can remember.
Yeah.
And you know, even the guys at the Tea Tree and the Vines, they've missed out, and they've missed out by a couple of putts, and that's all it is over a lot of golf. You know, so
that washout round I think cost the Vines pretty badly because it was their home track.
It probably cost Tea Tree Gully as well because it probably cost Tea Tree Gully badly as well.
Exactly.
You know,
great minor round.
Yeah.
All right, just quickly, mate. Kooyonga v Glenelg, the other one.
The other one's Grange versus Royal Adelaide. So they're two really good games. Glenelg playing Kooyonga off the first tee at 11:15, and Grange and Royal are off the 10th tee at 11:15. So anyone to want to come out and watch golf, there's some really good women's golf there. The semi-finals of the women's follows Simpson Cup.
Appreciate you coming in, mate. We look forward to your report next week. Stay with us. Still plenty to come on the show.